Homie Connection Podcast, and we are back with another episode, another banger. This is our second in-person episode.
For real?
Yes, our second in-person episode, and it's just me and the gang, bro. Me and him back.
For real, the OGs.
The original
podcast.
Discord.
For real. Bro, we're just missing Kaden here, bro.
Bro, hey, soon I got a surprise for y'all. We might have him drop in for an episode soon.
We're gonna fly him out here. Should we tell him, bro? What I didn't want to tell people was I know he's personal about it, and he can speak about it when he comes. But Kaden isn't actually from like here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not from Texas, but he's not from anywhere either. Hi, bro. So there was one. It was a starry night actually. Stars are out. You know, it was cold. You know, here in Texas, middle of nowhere. And then out of the sky, there was like this big shooting star, bro. I swear to God, it was so big. And boom, an explosion in the distance, bro. Deep in the heart of Texas, like swear to God, like type shit, like the song. The stars at night are big and bright. You know the song, bro. And we go investigate, bro. Like, what's in this pod, bro? Like, there's like debris everywhere, and there's a crater in the ground, and then there was just like this pod.
That caveman looking motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, bro. We opened the pod, man, and it was just like
a grown baby.
Grown baby, swear to God. But then we looked into it deeper, and in the 1800s there was actually an invasion in Texas. It was the farmers versus the aliens. I don't know if you've heard about it, but and the aliens actually took a lot of women from the farmers. So we don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like what did they do? So my theory with Kaden is he's actually alien inbred.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. But that's why he's our special guest on the podcast, coming soon.
Coming very soon. So first thing I want to talk about, we are back with a conspiracy theory, man. And the conspiracy theory of today, we're going to be talking about 9/11. Is it an inside job?
9/11, it was a travesty. Like the whole thing that happened was sad. And it's not to take away from the people who died, because that's not what it's about. Nobody's claiming that it was fake, and nobody's claiming that nobody actually died. Now, what I will say is that it is super suspicious how it all happened, because okay, so we've talked about Bill Cooper before, right? You remember Bill Cooper, bro? Radio host. You know, he was kind of one of the first conspiracy theorists, and he had some crazy conspiracies, you know, but I mean a lot of that really has to do with like do people want views on their radio channel or whatever, and just hearing people out. It has nothing to do with believing them or not believing them. It's simply just stating them, right? Now, when Bill Cooper had a good story, he was a really good journalist, like A-class journalist. You know, he would report and he would tell you the facts and he would tell you everything about it. Now, about a month before 9/11, I think 2 months before 9/11, Bill Cooper shot a segment on his radio show where he spoke about these two CNN reporters walking in to Osama bin Laden's hideout and interviewing him. Now, it was more of a one-sided interview because Osama only answered their questions and created some of the questions with no follow-up questions. So whatever question was asked, he never followed it up. And those were his rules, right? He didn't want any of his words twisted. He didn't want no propaganda. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say Osama was a good guy because, to be honest, I don't know too much about his history. Tell me how the best intel operation in the world, the United States government, couldn't find this one man, right? They couldn't. They had been searching for him. Right after they killed Saddam Hussein, they searched for Osama bin Laden because they felt him as a threat. The man they trained and brought up to fight the revolution against the Russians. They trained him. They created him. They created all his soldiers. They created Al-Qaeda, the CIA. How could they not find the whereabouts of the man they created? Weird. But and tell me how two CNN reporters walk into his hideout. No questions asked.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is true. I'm not saying this is a conspiracy theory at the end of the day. They say that he was just a freedom fighter, bro, and that eventually government and him were in business, and they were talking for a while.
Common interest. They were trying to fight the Russians. Yeah.
They were fighting off people in Afghanistan.
The thing is, America wasn't fighting with them. They weren't even Americans weren't touching soil in Afghanistan.
Yeah, I know. They were just giving them shit.
Yeah, because they were fighting Russians.
Yeah.
And it's history that America, we hate communism.
Yeah.
We fight communist countries, which is a little ironic now, but we fight communist countries. We don't like them, and we support anybody to fight them, right?
Yeah.
Now, when U.S. found there was a large economy in oil in the Middle East, things got a little weird because the same man that they used as their ally became their enemy. Right after they got rid of their enemy, we like to call those boogeymen, something to fearmonger the citizens of our country. So Bill Cooper goes on his radio show and he goes, I believe that the CIA and the FBI are going to pin a travesty on Osama bin Laden. Something bad is going to happen to America and they're going to pin it on Osama. I know they are. And anything you hear about Osama bin Laden that he did not do it. September 11th, 2001. The Twin Towers are hit by 2 planes.
Damn.
Not only that,
Pentagon is hit.
the part of the Pentagon that controls the finances is hit. And why that's crazy, because that can just be...
let's just give these people a little background on why that's crazy, Sebastian. There's motherfuckers.
Go ahead and pull up the video. All right,
bet.
A man by the name of Donald Rumsfeld, the day before 9/11, comes out on TV and states that there is how much money? $2.2 trillion.
We're gonna see
Trillions of dollars disappeared, gone. 2.3.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this.
$2.3 trillion dollars gone. Now, bro, you lose $20 out of your pocket. You were looking for that shit. That was gonna be a whole ordeal. That was gonna be investigated. Where did our money go? What is the president doing with our money? What is the government doing with our money? Right? Gone. The next day, September 11th. Rumsfeld gave this until September 10th, right? The next following day, the section of the Pentagon, which is handling this investigation and handling the spending for America, is hit by a plane. All the data gone. Nothing salvaged. Nothing.
To take this all the way back with the Bush administration, Barack Obama's father was in business with the Bush administration. How the fuck is that possible?
For how long?
Years, bro. Decades.
For
Obama's father was a billionaire, and many people believe that he was friends with the Bush family. They had very similar interests in the oil business, and he was a very powerful person. Barack Hussein Obama Sr. was a Kenyan senior governor of economist, so he would handle all the money. He would handle the economy of Kenya, and they say this is where Obama got his business strategies from, and like all his like politicals.
what's his father's name?
Obama Hussein. Yeah.
The biggest controversy with Obama for a long time was his birth certificate.
Yeah.
Where was he born? And it took so long for Obama to bring out his birth certificate. Donald Trump, way back then, he made jokes about it, and Obama called him out in like a big, that party that they do, like
The
presidential
political party. Yeah.
What do you think there's any ties between our Middle Eastern governments and our U.S. government, at least in a certain family, like the Obama family?
Bro, I feel like everything's connected, bro. Like I feel like because like you gotta look at it this way, bro. These are all people in power, and they all have to keep these people in order.
Yeah.
They have to figure out a way to keep society going and keep their people. And I know people don't like hearing this, but we're really not free, bro. We have rules. Do you know what I'm saying? There has to be rules, bro. Without rules, there's chaos. We don't know, bro. You can't know until you get into that party. And I feel like that's why a lot of people end up dead. And
Yeah.
we're going to get into that in a little bit. But like I was saying, the 9/11 job was supposedly based around oil. America lost its source with Osama bin Laden. They were cut off, and they had no other choices or another gas sources, bro. They didn't have
It's
really.
an excuse to start a war.
Sebastian showed me this video, changed my whole fucking idea of 9/11. There was a radio host named Bill Cooper. Months before 9/11, he fucking.
I just talked about him.
Yeah, I know. Months before 9/11, like Sebastian said, he talked about 9/11 happening. Well, I wanted Sebastian to talk about what happened to actual Bill Cooper, bro.
Bill Cooper was scared for his life because something he said became true, and that is a threat to the government. And it's crazy. You don't hear about Bill Cooper. I guarantee you search up Bill Cooper right now on YouTube, all that pops up, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
All that pops up is Alex Jones. You can't search up Bill Cooper without Alex Jones being within the top 100 searches, right? Like they try and cover him up. So Bill Cooper's scared, like dead scared. His radio segments become a lot more
frantic. He seems
frantic, I guess,
more.
but it seems like he's sleeping less.
Yeah.
He's slurring. He's either drunk or he's sleep deprived. Slurring. He's kind of going on these crazy rants, and about a week or two before, I think it was 10 days before his death, he does a segment where he talks to all his listeners and he goes, "I thank y'all so much for supporting the truth and supporting me." Now, this guy didn't pay taxes. Okay, let's start there. He actually had a problem with paying taxes. And the IRS was...
Well, I seen the video. The reason why he didn't pay taxes, he was saying basically, I don't agree what they're gonna do with my tax money.
So 10 days before, he tells the audience how he's going to die. He said, "The IRS is going to come for me, and I'm not going to let them take me. They are going to kill me. If I go with them, I die. I will not go with them." And he says, "I am in danger, but thank y'all so much." He finishes off the segment with a couple stories regularly. He throws it's a random message in. 3 days later, he's walking outside his house. He lived at the top of like a hill. So he was the only house at the top of this hill. Not really a hill, but like one of those upward roads, you know? And so there's only houses like, you know, kind of in front of him, but there's nothing directly next to him. It's only his house and then the road. So he's walking back from up this hill, and he sees a couple kids skateboarding, and he sees a man, I think, selling like a food stand. And he thinks he's being watched and followed. He has a gun on him. He pulls the gun out on these kids, and he's like, "Are you following me? Stop following me." And he's scaring these people because they're like, "Yo, like, we're just..." But he's so paranoid. He knows there's somebody on his tail, and he knows that somebody's coming from him. Yeah, he doesn't know. He just thinks, because it can be anyone. Like, we've all seen the movies where you have the FBI agent in the flower van. 7 days pass, whatever. Bill Cooper's still paranoid. He still continues with his radio segments. More and more, it's not like he didn't know exactly when he was going to die, but he knew he was going to die soon. So he's trying to get all of his thoughts out there. He's talking a lot. I mean, he's saying a lot of crazy stuff. On the day that he was going to die, he had just come home paranoid. He knew he was being followed. He bunkered down in his house. He loaded up his pistol and he waited by his window. He stood by his window watching the streets because he knew something or someone was following him. And so the thing about him being at the top of the hill is that he can see anybody that comes towards his house. I mean, there's no doubt about it. If someone's coming to his house, they are driving straight up to his house. Undercover agents, IRS agents, or police officers, undercover, in regular street clothes, pull up to his house and request that he comes out. He didn't want to come out. He refused. He yelled out his window. I think he cracked his door and he said, "I'm not coming out. You're gonna have to take me dead. I'm not going alive." So now they're in this situation where this dude is not about to fucking come peacefully. But dude, I mean, no one can say what would happen. What if they took Bill Cooper and then never seen again? You know, or death in prison, suicide. One of the Epstein, one of the Clintons fucking type shit, like he just kills himself. And dude, he goes out there and he tries to fucking shoot them, man, and he gets shot dead. They didn't even take his body, man. They left him to die on his fucking, like, in front of his house. Just to die.
And bro, you forgot to mention, what day did this happen? November 5th, 2001. 5-6 days before the Pentagon and the fucking 9/11 bullshit, bro.
What do you mean?
This was a week before 9/11. He got killed.
No, he got killed after 9/11.
No, he got killed a week before 9/11. He got killed November 5th.
I can't really say this is exactly what happened because, again, it could just be another coincidence because a lot of those happen apparently. But I mean, need I say more? Does it go much further than that?
But since we missed y'all on Halloween, let's talk about some Halloween stories. You got any Halloween stories?
There was this one time when we were all trick-or-treating. And, you know, it was like the peak of the clown shit. People wanting to scare people during Halloween. Like, all that bullshit, man. And I was probably like, what, 12? We're there. I'm in my hometown. And so the layout of my cousin's house is like, his house is on the corner, right? Yeah. And it's on like a T intersection. So like his house is facing like a street that goes left and right. And then to the left of his thing, it's like a street that goes vertical. So it's like a T, you know? Yeah. And we usually sit on the porch, you know, we give out candy. There's a carne asada going on, you know, like everyone's chilling. And then we go trick-or-treating. We go trick-or-treating twice. 2 rounds, you know what I'm saying? Like we got to get all that candy. And in the after our first round, we're chilling there giving out candy. There's some fucking dude standing down the street at like under like a light, like a fucking just like dumbass, bro. Like, he's trying to be like a horror movie, right? Like, he's standing under the fucking light, and he has like this clown mask on. He's in like the Michael Myers like mechanic jumpsuit, but he has the mask on, right? So he's like a mixture of two little bullshit fucking like scary things, right? And he's standing there. He was a big dude. Like he wasn't no scrawny. He was tall. He was like 6'3", built. He's standing there with a machete. I don't know if it was dulled or a sharp machete. Regardless, that motherfucker has a machete in his hand, and he's just standing there watching us get candy. And me and my cousin, my brother, we noticed it. We're like, "Yo, who is that guy?" And we're like, "Is that a clown?" We're like trying to keep an eye on him, but we're giving out candy, right? So we look away for a couple seconds, and he's closer to the fucking house. So this guy decided to move while no one was looking, and he's closer to the house. So we hadn't even told our uncle or my dad or anything yet, because we were just like, fuck, all right, let's just go trick-or-treating. So we tell him, let's go trick-or-treating. We get ready. The guy's just still standing there. Like, keep in mind, like, this guy stood there for like 15 fucking minutes. Like, the fucking commitment to this stupid gag is so, like, impressive to me. He's standing there still like a fucking statue, just because we go around. So he's on this lane right here, and the route we take is this way. So, like, we go around the house. So he's over here, and the house is here, and then we go this way. So we're going away from him, right? We're going house to house, and this guy was always a distance away. Yeah. And so my uncle noticed it without us telling. He was like, fucking weirdo over there, man. What the fuck is his problem? And we're like, he was there when we were giving candy. He was at the end of the street. And my uncle was like, just forget about him. He's one of them fucking idiots who's trying to scare the fucking clown. You know, we're like, okay. My uncle didn't give a shit. I mean, I swear to God, he probably said something along this side. Like, yeah, I mean, don't fucking pay attention to him, you know? So, dude, we're getting candy, man, and this guy just starts getting closer, and he's making, like, grunting noises. He's like, ugh. Yeah, this fucking weird clown. And we're like, we always got, like, turning our shoulder, and he's just there, and he's scaring other people, but he's not, like, if everyone's trick-or-treating, because, like, the neighborhood kind of knows, like, a route. You know, not everyone goes the same direction, but, like, there's houses that don't give out candy, and it's usually the other half. And so he's staying on that side where there's, like, and he's always in a fucking either a lamp or he's in the shadows where you can just see him a little bit. And eventually my uncle yells at him like, hey, fuck off, man. Fuck the fuck out of here. And so he walks away. And he goes to, like, another part. Like, you know where he was standing? So, like, he had followed us around this way, right? He goes back around, and he's waiting for us at the end of the fucking, like, trick-or-treat route. So on my way back to my cousin's house, right? And we see him there in our way. And my uncle was with my little cousin. She's a girl, right? So they're doing the trick. So it's just me, my brother, and my cousin. And this dude's just standing at the fucking end of the road. So we had to go past him to get to the house, bro. And we were like, all right, bro, fuck. You know, like, fuck. We're either going to kill this dude or we're going to be some pussies and run away. So we were some pussies and we ran away. And we got back to the house. But we threw candy at him to get back to the house. To be honest, I don't think his intent was to kill us or nothing like that. He was just being a little prick and scaring people. But yeah, man, he got some free candy, man. To get back to the house, we were fucking throwing our candy at him. Get the fuck away. Oh, bro.
Imagine getting handfuls of candy thrown at you.
Dude, we were the kids, bro. We pulled up with like a fucking sack. Pulled up like a sack. And we would fucking, you know those take one? We'd either dump the whole thing or just fucking take like handfuls each.
So when I was a kid, I used to have nightmares, bro. And I don't think I've told this one on the podcast. I've been wanting to tell it. I would have these nightmares. And this was the time Mob of Dead came out. I don't remember the exact month. You remember Mob of Dead, bro, when it first came out. You remember how you remember how like Call of Duty would announce the map packs and everything, and they would always drop a trailer.
I'm gonna break.
You remember that though?
Yes, bro. I remember the Mob of the Dead trailer, bro. I
like,
love that.
So you remember the trailer where fucking Brutus is talking? He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna put his voice in, but he's all fucking like distorted and evil and shit.
It's
right?
at the end of the trailer, right? It's like,
yeah.
It plays a I'm gonna break.
I'm watching the video on fucking COD TV when they first announced it. You remember when COD TV on Black Ops, bro? Fucking announced it, and I'm like, oh my god, new map packs, Mob of the Dead, what is this? Bro, this motherfucker starts speaking all demonic and shit. I'm like,
yeah.
Bro, I fucking panicked.
I already know exactly what you did, bro, because when shit was scary as a kid, I would fucking... Bro, you know what was scary for me as a kid, bro, like that? Don't laugh, bro. The Gerber Life commercial.
What the fuck?
Bro, it'd be 2 a.m. I'm watching Nickelodeon, and everything went quiet, and it was like, Gerber Life. Save a baby. Donate 1 penny. I'm like, bro, why is this shit so calm, bro? It's fucking 3.
You know what's creepy? Teletubbies.
Oh, I never watched that shit, but there was.
I never did.
You know what made Teletubbies funny for me? MLG Teletubbies, bro. If you've never seen that fucking video, bro, you're missing out, bro.
Like I was saying, this map pack comes out, bro, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my god, bro, I don't even want to play this shit. Fuck, I don't even want to do the Easter egg. And I already know my friends are gonna ask me to do the Easter egg. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, bro, how do I tell people I'm scared of this motherfucker, bro? And I don't.
That's lame.
I don't, bro. So I'm just like, fuck. And that same night, bro, this is what made this nightmare start to happen. It's fucking foggy out at night. It looks like it's almost a Halloween movie, but the movie looks so fake. It looks so like perfect.
Yeah.
It looks so foggy outside. And we drive to a Kroger, bro. You know where Kroger's at. You know what I'm saying? It used to be right next to my house. And we drive over there, and I'm with my uncle. And we get into the store, and we're walking. And my uncle's like, can you, we go grab some shit together. Well, I lose sight of him. Like, he's literally walking with me right next to me. Gone. And when I tell you gone, I mean gone.
It's like one of the things where it's like you're talking to him, or like he was right there, and then you look again, and he's just
gone, bro. Like thin air. And the weird part about it, when me and him got there, the store was completely empty. Nobody was in there. Like, yeah, there's food and shit, but there wasn't like anybody in there.
Late night Kroger.
And it felt cold. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it felt very cold and empty. So I fucking walk in, and he's gone. I'm like, hello? Where are you? And I start calling out for help, like, hello, is anybody there? Is anybody there?
No
and I just hear my voice echoing, bro, through the fucking shit, right? And I get towards the freezer section, and it's cold, obviously. I feel the coldness. And I walk by, and I'm looking down the aisles. I'm like, where'd he go? And I'm looking down the aisles, bro, just see this motherfucker, bro, just floating on, like, it's almost like a hoverboard, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain it. He wasn't on his feet. He was like on this hoverboard thing, and he had like this baton that was wrapped with barbed wire, and it had like blood all over it. And he looked like Brutus, like fucking face, the glass bullet hole right here, fucking red eyes, big motherfucker, bro. I'm talking about like 6'6", bro.
Yeah, he's huge.
And he's just, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck, bro? What do I do, bro? And I'm just like, I freeze up, and he's coming at me like fast, bro, on that hoverboard thing. And I fucking jet off, bro. I'm like, fuck, what do I do? What do I do?
You can run in your dreams? I can't.
No, I'm not running. When I tell you I'm running, I'm dream running.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And he's right on me, bro. He's behind me, and I hear him laughing at me, and he's like, you don't want to go to hell? What's wrong with hell? And he's just laughing. Like, it's almost funny to him, right? And I'm a fucking kid. I'm like, I don't want to go to hell. I don't want to go to hell. I'm fucking running, bro, and I'm like, I'm fucking losing my shit, bro. I finally get to the door, bro, and I just hear, and he gets off the hoverboard, bro, because I'm going so slow, he doesn't even need it, bro. He's right behind me. He gets off,
He's prepping.
and he just goes, doom, doom. You know his footsteps with the chain sound.
The chain, yeah.
And all I hear is that, and it's behind me, and I'm near the doors, and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna make it. Fucking roll into the ditch, and this motherfucker, that didn't stop him, bro. He didn't give no fucks. He ran down the ditch, bro, and I'm rolling, actually rolling.
Like, yeah.
And he's right fucking beside me, and he's just like, you think you could get away from me? He goes, I'm the devil himself. And that's when he fucking, like, creeped me the fuck out. And I woke up from the dream when he fucking he was literally like in my face, bro. And I'm gonna make y'all visualize what I see. He was in my face, and it was almost like a Courage the Cowardly Dog episode, bro.
Oh my.
And he goes in my face. He goes in my face, and he's like, I'm the devil. This motherfucker just turned into a white pale dude, black suit, and this is the weirdest dream I've ever had, bro. Because at the time,
Are you sick?
I don't know.
I be having crazy dreams when I got fevers, bro.
And he had like a suit on, like an all black suit on, not even a white tie, nothing, just all black tie, black dress shirt. And he goes, I'm the devil. And he has like pale skin, like his skin looks almost lifeless, slick back hair, like a slick back blonde hair. Yeah. And like these eyes that have no fucking emotion to them. Like, they're blue, but they have no emotion to them. Dead. And his fingernails, bro, were almost like black, but they weren't like painted, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And he grabs my face and he goes, I'm the devil. And I just wake up.
You don't want to go to sleep after that shit because you
Nah, I
know if you
did.
close your fucking eyes, you're
And
gonna
then,
hear it and you're gonna
bro,
fucking
the
see it.
weird thing about it, I told you, bro, this dream would happen. Like, this was an occurrence. Like, this wasn't one time thing. No, this would
Was
keep
it ever one of
happening.
was it one of those? Because like I've had reoccurring dreams and like past a certain point, I have like the dream changes because like I know I'm in the dream,
Yeah.
or was it one of them to where it was like
It
basically the
was
same?
it was basically one of those where it would happen the same, but I would try to do different shit. But bro, I can't even like. I know it's a dream, but this motherfucker was so powerful, bro. I could not get away from him.
I mean, there's nothing more powerful than what the mind can create for you, bro. She stories have this weird
Vibe to
vibe to
them,
them,
right?
and it's like I just watched a YouTube video. It was like the psychology on isolation. Like when you feel isolated, there's some like knowing that that moment right there is the only moment. There's no past, there's no future. The present is always the present, no matter what. That's scary as fuck. And so it's me and you. We're at Walmart. We just pull up to Walmart, and it's like it doesn't show us ever arriving to Walmart, but it shows us like there. We just whoever drove us was there. They dropped us off. We walk into Walmart. We're in Walmart. You know, it's not that packed, but the parking lot looks fucking crazy, right? I'm gonna set the scene a little bit. Around this like Walmart is like just a tree line. It's just a bunch of trees that kind of like surround just I guess where the entrance all that we can see, and across from this Walmart is a freeway or like a road, and all you can see is just cars driving by, right? So you know like okay, well there's a road over there. There has to be, right? And sky is all fucking dark and green. It's like smog in the air, but it's not fog. It's like very just cloudy. So we go into the Walmart. We're doing our thing, you know, fucking around. Just we're not really gonna buy anything. We're just there to like hang. I guess there's nothing else to do. Yeah, for real. And grab some chips, open that shit up, munch on a couple chips. We find this little section, this aisle where it's like a pet section, like chairs, little fluffy chairs. Pop a seat, you know. So we're there and we're just chilling on our seats, and a quick flicker of the lights. Not long.
Hell no.
Quick, like a blink. Like if you just blink. And everything's gone. Except for the aisle we're in. The aisle we're in, everything was intact. So we didn't think anything was wrong. You know, you see that and you're like, okay, well, the lights go out. We walk outside our aisle, nothing on the shelves. Empty shelves everywhere. It's bright white in this fucking Walmart. Empty, nobody, everyone gone. Workers, whoever was shopping, gone. So we're by ourselves, right? And we're like, well, you don't gotta tell me twice. I'm getting the fuck out of here. You know, let's fucking dip. Whatever just happened, we don't care. No one cares. Let's get out. So we try and find our way out. We just walk through the front and we're like, where's everybody? I mean, there's clearly cars here, right? So it's like everyone got Thanos snapped out of reality. Like, so we go outside to the front and we're like, all right, well, let's dip. So we're trying to figure out ways we can just leave. You go back inside, you figure out the situation. Like, is there really nobody here? Like, over the counter? Like, you walk around. I'm walking around the parking lot trying to find a car that's open. You know, maybe we can just dip. You know, maybe there's a car that's on for some reason. Nothing's open, so I go to go regroup with you around the front, and we somehow managed to get into a car. So we regroup, managed to get a car. We hop in the car. We sit down. We haven't even started driving yet. We just hopped in, and as soon as I hop in the car and just sit down, everything just starts fading away, like an edit. And it's like I'm sitting in the same chair I was, the same little fluffy chair that we pulled up. You're sitting down, and we're like, yeah, what the fuck just happened? Like, what just happened? Go through the same cycle again. We're like, all right, well, let's find a way out of here, I guess. Like, was I asleep? Like, it felt like I was dreaming in the dream, right? Because I'm not aware it's a dream. I'm like, oh, was I asleep? But then everything's the same, you know? Aisle's there. No one's there. We go through this loop probably like 2 or 3 times. This fucking annoying. And in the dream, it's not like this is happening quick. Like, this is like a 2-hour feeling dream. Like, it felt long. Like, it felt like we were actually trying to figure out like a maze or an escape room. So around like the 3rd or like 4th cycle, I go back in this loop and you's not there. So that's already weird, because it's like, if I was with you for all the previous loops, why aren't you here this time? Either you escaped or something fucking happened to you. You're dead. Shit, I don't know. So I'm there looking for you. Raymond. Hello, yo. Hey.
Yeah,
Where you at?
some weird shit.
So I'm like, fuck. And I realized at that moment that I hadn't actually scouted the whole Walmart, like the whole like area around it. And as I'm walking around the whole thing, I noticed There ain't no escape to this fucking shit. Man, there's just walls of trees, like just trees, and always a freeway. So I'm there at the back, like the back of Walmart where like the dumpsters are at and shit. So I'm like, oh fuck, all right, I gotta go walk around the front. I walk back to the front, bro, and there you are with a car, fucking engine going. Let's get the fuck out of here, bro. We're fucking leaving. I'm like, oh shit, all right. I didn't even question where you came from. I'm like, fuck it, let's go. I hop in the car, buckle up, and I'm like, yo, Raymond, we can't get out of here. There's no exit. And then we look forward, conveniently placed like an airstrip, ready for us to take off as a ramp. It's a janky little ramp, little wooden ramp. Hit the gas. You're fucking going fast. And I'm like, let's go, we getting the fuck out of here. And you're like, yeah, we're gonna do it, bro. I look to my left, Exorcist head spinning 360s.
I'll put in like a video of what he saw, bro.
Like just head spinning, like, and he's like facing me, but his head's like going like that, and your eyes are like rolled back, and you're like talking normally. You're like, yeah, man, we're gonna get out of here. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I look forward, and we're about to hit the ramp. I'm like, oh, we hit the ramp. We're flying through the air. Your head spinning, not even saying anything. I'm pretty sure like at that moment, like a Call of Duty mission, everything went quiet, but there was ringing like, boom. We snap on the ground. And conveniently placed, we're driving on the highway, like, fucking, we didn't even just hit a ramp. And you're like, all right, yeah, we made it. And I look back at you, bro. Head's not spinning, you're normal. And I'm like, yeah, bro, we made it. Like checking you out, like, what the fuck? Anyways, bro, like, just whatever. We out now. Like, fuck it. I'm not even going to question it. And we're just chilling there. And I'm like, radio's playing, human music. It's a little calm little jazz. I think it was like jazz. Probably sounded like jazz. See the road sign, however many miles to your destination. And I'm like, all right, cool. I kick back in my seat. I close my eyes and I lay back. And then it got quiet. And I opened my eyes. And I'm like, I'm back at the fucking Walmart. We just escaped. Like, can you imagine that fucking, like, we just made it out. We did all that. And I'm back. I knew I was dreaming. At that point, like, there was not a shadow of doubt in my mind at all. So, like, I did, like, that wake up thing. Like, wake up, wake up, wake up. And I just, like, shot out of my bed. I'm like, yo. What the fuck? Yeah, bro. I had, like, fear that if I went back to sleep, I was going to end up at that Walmart again. I'm pretty sure I just stayed up, played some Call of Duty.
Alright, so that's how we're going to end off the podcast for you guys. We back with another in-person episode, and we do plan on being consistent, guys. We obviously got everything set up. You see the whole podcast is set up now. We got our phone padding for the studio padding. We got new mics. We got 2 mics. We are back and better, bro. We're going to keep dropping fire content. We're going to come back with conspiracy theories like y'all like ghost stories. Everything's coming back, but in person and better.
Hell yeah. It's just going to be me and Raymond for a little bit till we get our situation done with, like, scheduling for other people. And also, I think the dynamic with the podcast with 2 people is probably a little better.
Yeah, right? I think our chemistry is way better, but we will bring on guests, and we're not talking about normal guests. We're going to bring on people from different environments, different type of things that happen to them, and we're going to just ask them questions. We're going to talk about stories.
You know what I want? Who on here? Fulcrum.
We're gonna end this podcast off on a good note. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all for watching so much. Homie Connection Gang. We catch y'all later. Me and Sebastian are out.